why then culture becomes important, because, and there's three measurements that are incredibly powerful that can help us, identify why. And I know that we all in this call, we know why culture is important. Otherwise, we wouldn't be spending our Wednesday afternoon talking about company culture. But the idea today is that, so that we can remember some of these things that we learned, that we have experienced, and then we continue our journey into helping organizations build a great culture or influencing our own organizational culture. So the last two ideas, and then we'll move on. I'm going to do some actual exercise. So culture determines your brand. So again, it's that personality of your organization, and brand really is that big promise that we make to customers, right? We are in business for clients or for customers. What is it that we promise? And it's driven also by that idea of the culture. That determines the brand, and it becomes that commitment. And some organizations define it by a commitment to quality, a commitment to safety, a commitment to happiness, et cetera, et cetera. But this is what motivates customers to come with me and not with a competition, right? And it's all driven by the idea of culture. And last but not least, culture brings your purpose and brand to life. Again, this is where it becomes like your GPS, right? A GPS that might change direction because, things happen, market changes, customers' demands and needs change. Maybe the goals of the organization change, but it also, that personality of the organization is really what defines the pathways. And I think Melanie made that example before. It's like a path that will drive us all in that same direction. That's the idea. It's, this is also what will determine what I say, what I do, and inform the decisions that I make as an organization. It will be that pivot that will make me go one way or another in times of crisis, for example, or, in just general times of change, although right now it's kind of difficult to differentiate both. Okay, so to wrap up this idea of understanding culture and then move along into how do we build it, and then the hot topic of resilience, let me speed things a little bit. And three important reasons, and Joanne, you mentioned this before, so this more as a review. The idea that culture attracts world-class talent to your organization. How so? Tell me more about that. Anybody?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Three little markers, if you will, that have made experts come to the conclusion, although we didn't necessarily need all of that conclusion because we can agree. There's three levers or three markers on why culture matters. Why is culture an important conversation to have? So the first idea is culture attracts world-class talent to the organization. How so?
I mean, this question, when you ask the question, it's like, I don't know where to begin, because like when I think about my organization and the fact that we all want to do well, I can't speak for everybody, but I hope that all of us at my organization we want to do our very best, show up to do our best work and all that, serve our stakeholders, and that we have fun, we care about each other, and I feel like I have best friends at work, right? Exactly. So if we're actually creating a careers page on our website, so if we're gonna start putting descriptions of our culture, and just thinking about if I'm somebody looking for work and I read about this exciting culture, it's like, wow, I would love to be around these people. They're fun. They love to learn and play together, and right. So it's just like, yeah, I want to be part of this.
Yeah. And we're not just talking at Disneyland. We're talking all the different functions. And what they universally tell me, it doesn't matter which part of Disney they're in, they tell me, but this is the place where we can sprinkle pixie dust. And that is sort of so overarching.
Yeah.
Anything in terms of, well, if they have to create a spreadsheet for their boss, that's not exciting, but sprinkling pixie dust is.
Right.
And
right.
They believe in that. And so, of course, that's a very extreme version of what I think Joanne was talking about, but it's the idea of an exciting place to work because of that.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, I think it's, it becomes inspiring. It really is an amazing purpose. It's that bold statement. So we talked first, before about creating that bold statement that it might not need to be, printed in everything that you do, but it's how you speak. It's, which is the next part. Culture creates alignment. Perfect example with Disney. What is in line? When we see alignment, that means that everyone is, meaning employees, leaders, customers, stakeholders, they all think and talk about the organization in the same way.